Hello and welcome to Relationship Soup. I'm your host, Lisa Hughes. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. How y'all doing today? How's your week going? How's life treating you? Is everything good? I really can't complain. I mean, life is good. You know, it is what it is. Decent weekend. Looking forward to an even better week, right? So anyway, thank you all for joining me tonight. Y'all know I don't take anything for granted. I know it's been a little minute since we last talked, okay? I know it's been a minute. Don't hold it against me. I got the DMs. I got the messages, okay? I'm hearing, hey, I ain't know something's wrong with my computer. Then it's the, oh, you ain't go on last week. And then it was the, what, you must got a little boyfriend now. You ain't go on last week. So anyway, y'all, I am back in the building. I seen the DMs. Look, hey, I'm back right now. I really missed y'all. You know, I be missing our little talks, our little, reflections we be having and all that stuff. So anyway, you know I miss my relationship to community, right? But now I'm back, right? Y'all forgive me, right? So anyway, tonight this show is going to be pretty, sweet to the point. We're gonna vibe out for a little bit. No pressure, just connection. We just gonna talk a little bit. And I see I got somebody in the studio already. Oh, okay. Comment. Here we go. Leah Bennett. What's the science? What's going on? I appreciate the hearts. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I thought them was butterflies. Yeah, I thought you was being funny. The butterflies. So anyway, I want to thank all of you for taking the time to pull up on me tonight. So whether you're watching me live, you catch me on Facebook, YouTube, or listen to a replay, I appreciate you and I love you. So anyway, y'all know before I get into this 66th episode, I want to say happy birthday to my late grandfather. April 22nd was my grandfather's birthday, and he definitely played a significant role in my life. So happy birthday, Granddaddy. I hope you are at peace, right? And love and light to all of us that miss you every day. All right. So yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go. Jay Wilson. I appreciate it. I ain't messed up yet, Jay. I ain't messed up at all. Not yet. Not yet. And you know what? I ain't going to claim that because, see, I know the power of words. I ain't messed up, and I ain't going to mess up, right? Anyway, so let me go ahead and get into my spiel. Got somebody in the studio now. I see your comments, and I will bring those on now, y'all. Y'all already know. Let me go ahead and put the link in the chat. If you want to join me in this here studio, hey, I'll be leaving the studio open. Okay, if you want to come, you got something on your mind, or you want to chill out, here's the link right here. Okay, so there is the link right there. All right. I wonder, can y'all see that? Can y'all see that on the Facebook page? Can y'all see that on Facebook? Is it just posting to YouTube? Let me know. All right. So anyway, y'all know I got to do my spiel, y'all. Y'all already know. Look, listen. I'm gonna start different today. Now I know y'all got some graduations or something coming up. Yeah, it's some weddings coming up. I know some people getting married. Okay, listen. Relationshipsuit.com. Go and get your greeting cards. Look, it's some congratulations that's gonna be in order. You hear me? Whether it's graduation, whether it's somebody getting married, getting hitched, go ahead and say it better with Relationship Suit. All right. Yeah, that's the website. Relationshipsuit.com. All right. Start. See, I changed it a little bit. Right? You got to change it up. You got to keep it spicy. All right. Anyway, if you want to follow me, it's Relationship Soup LLC. Now, y'all tripping if y'all are not following across all platforms. Go to Relationship Soup, period. Y'all know what I'm going to say. You got to put the period in there. All right. You got to put the period. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. I really would appreciate that. And of course, on Relationship Soup, on IG, it's just Relationship Soup. All right. So I do see your comments. Hi, Melvin. Thank you so much. You are so loyal, fam. Thank you so much for joining me. And I know, look, I need details on the family reunion because, look, I'm planning on trying to be there, Lord willing, right? All right, boom. Derek Norris, what's the mathematics? Got to change it up. Can't say science for everybody, right? So, anyway, happy Tuesday to you as well. Thank you so much, Lee Bennett. You know I appreciate you. Always, always, always. Yes, get them relationship soup greeting cards. You gotta get them. You gotta get them. Thank you, cuz. I appreciate you so much. All right, y'all. So look, okay. Now, before I get into this 66th episode, which this one is just basically Lisa's lens, it's a temperature check. We just, like I said, we just gonna vibe out. We're gonna talk. You got some things on your mind? Go ahead and put them in the chat. Let's talk about it. I got some things on my mind, right? But before I get started, y'all, listen, it's some stuff going down this weekend, and I want to keep some things in front of you, like I said on the last show. So let me go ahead and get this going right here. Now, y'all, listen. Okay, so I've been invited to this event. We going back to the 90s, y'all. We are going all the way back to the 90s. So let me show y'all what we got going on. Okay, boom. Hopefully y'all can all see this and Verizon ain't tripping because during my class earlier today it was tripping. But anyway, listen, Lamont Stokes, the um the creator of Speak On It Media, is throwing a back to the 90s event, y'all. Do y'all hear me? This is about to go down. This is hosted by Lamont Stokes and Miss Lakshmi Simone Ray and Ted Hardy, y'all. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so dope. I've been wanting to go to a 90s party, so maybe I kind of manifested this in my own way, y'all. But anyway, some of the guests are gonna be Miss Blue, myself. Hey, look, on another flyer it says celebrity guest. Look, I take that. Naptown, Chris, Rodney Carter. Listen, it's going down. It's going to be at 2820 West 71st Street at Luxury Palace, y'all. A few good men. There are going to be so many people in the building. I'm so excited about it, y'all. So, hey, you got to come out. I will post the link in the thread in our chat so that you can go on ahead and get your tickets. Hey, meet me there. It's going to be dope. There's going to be cash prizes for the best 90s outfit. Man, I didn't already got my little inspiration, y'all. It's about to go down. So anyway, I'll put the information in the chat. It's going down Saturday, April 26th from 6 to 10 p.m. At Luxury Palace, 2820 West 71st Street. Admission is $40. So anyway, y'all, I'm so excited about that. I think it's going to be a dope event. So y'all got to come out. Y'all got to come out. All right, and then I also wanted to talk about, I also wanted to keep in front of you all, I had talked about Michelle, who is still a member of Relationship Soup. And I wanted to keep this all in front of you as well. If you want to donate to help Michelle, please DM me, okay? I'll go ahead and put her link in the chat as well. But just even in conversation with Michelle, I want to make sure that she gets these donations without any like service fees taken out. So anyway, DM me if you want to donate to Michelle's cause. She discovered that she has breast cancer. Y'all, let's support the sister. All right, we gotta support her, right? Hey, and send it, Michelle, sending you love, light, and healing as well. All right. So I one more event. Y'all, it's a lot going on. It is a lot going on. I got one more event, then I promise I'm gonna get into this thing. Okay. So the last event I want to mention is this brunch. This is the brunch for the food for the mind, body, and soul. It's going down Saturday, May 17th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Friendship Baptist Church, which is located at 1301 North Goodlet Avenue, Indianapolis, Indiana. This is hosted by the beautiful Dr. Janet Grinstead. Coach Tyron Jackson will be there, as well as lifestyle strategist Chloe Taylor Brown. Now, I will also put this link in the chat as well. You can scan this QR code for like more information or whatever. But yeah, it's going down. So it's some stuff. Hey, it's okay. You need to get busy. Go on and come out. Go on and have fun. Come have fun with us this weekend. It's going to be a blast. So anyway, all right, y'all. Miss Woodson, what's the science? Yes, yes, yes. It's going down this weekend. You got to come on ahead and come out. All right, so y'all, I just like I said, I just kind of want to talk a little bit. Like I said, nothing too serious this week. Just a little temperature check on my people. I know it's been a little minute, so let's go ahead and get into it. So let me ask y'all this, okay? All right. So how are y'all doing? Like, really, how are you doing? Like, a lot of us have been programmed. Yeah, I'm good. I mean, it's okay to say that you're good, right? That's good, right? I just kind of want to get a little bit deeper with it. So, how are you doing? How y'all feeling? Right? What are you Okay, so listen, I've been having all these different conversations. Like, I'm telling you, like, I've been doing so much reflection on this journey, right? Um, Actually, I was having a conversation with someone about what's the difference between surrender and avoidance, peace and avoidance. So I'm getting real deep into things, right? Listen, I'm learning to just let things flow, y'all. I'm telling you. Like, so I'm gonna ask you again, where's your heart this weekend? Where's your heart this week? Where's your heart in this moment? What are you feeling? Right? Um, where are y'all happy with self? Are you single and at peace? Are you booed up and feeling a little right? Are you healing from something heavy? Or are you vibing and just seeing what God has for you? That's where I'm at. I'm vibing and I'm trying to see what God has for me. So where y'all at? Drop it in the chat. Don't leave me hanging. How y'all feeling? All right, so let me ask y'all this. I'm gonna put this in the chat because I want to see some answers. I'm gonna answer it too. Derek says I'm hanging, still shrinking circles. Absolutely, you got to. You got to prune. You got to shrink them circles. If that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do, right? I'm gonna go ahead and put this question in the chat, y'all. All right. Now I gotta say it. Verizon been tripping. Okay, so hey, if it's slow, if I'm stuck in time, just smile and just still support. All right, so what's one thing you're releasing this week? Something heavy, something toxic, something that you're done babysitting emotionally. What are y'all releasing? What are y'all releasing? All right, so I'll just tell you for me, from my point of view, where I'm at and what I'm actually releasing. Listen, I'm through with timelines, y'all. Do you hear me? I am absolutely through with timelines and outcomes. Just even in my journey, I realized how attached I have been to timelines, right? Trying to do the right things. I'm going to still do right because, like grandma said, you do right and right will follow you. Even the idea of waiting on things to line up. Listen, I am all about divine alignment now. I'm letting all that go. Timelines, being attached to outcomes. I'm cool, right? I gotta let it go. All right, so let's see here. I see some of y'all comments. Fake love is over. And wait, absolutely. Get rid of that fake love. It ain't no good. Get rid of that low vibrational, right? And sometimes you got to sit with self to realize what you need to get rid of. I've definitely been sitting with self. I've had a lot of time. Okay? Really, I'm sorry, because you do this to me every time. So Lee Bennett says, releasing my winter clothes. That's a beautiful thing. Listen, as far as me releasing winter clothes, listen, I used to be really like disciplined with, okay, let me move my winter stuff to my trunk, my summer stuff. It just all in. I just color coordinated and call it a day. All right, so let's see here. Yolanda Campbell, thank you so much for joining me, beautiful. I really appreciate you. I'm doing well considering I lost my mom and the lack of men in the dating pool is this point. Oh my goodness, love and light, Yolanda. Love and light to you. Love, light, and prayer. Listen, as far as the dating pool, Yolanda, look, I'm all about, look, you got to be all about manifestation at this point. Prayer, manifestation, divine alignment. You hear me? And, like you really just got to check your energy. You feel me? Because it just seems like when you are not looking and when you are just really going inward and getting into self, it seems like you meet somebody each time, right? You don't even be looking, right? But anyway. All right, so let's see here. What else are y'all releasing? I'm gonna talk about some stuff tonight, so feel free, and those in the studio, if you want to put something in the chat. Okay, I see you, Mark Lee. Thank you so much for joining me, Mark Lee. Okay, I'll bring you on here shortly. Releasing the urge to people please. You got to. You act, and I was guilty of that. I ain't even gonna lie. People pleasing. You got to release that. Releasing my urge to be messy. Messy as far as what? Gossiping, or just messy in general, or like just messy as far as like organization and stuff like that. Let's see here. Thank you. She is my angel. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Prayer, love, and light to you. Prayer, love, and light to you. Yes, she is your angel now. Hey, listen. I remember reading a long time ago. I'm trying to think of the book that it. Anyway, it was the spiritually based book, and it was talking about how when your loved ones pass over, like on the other side, they can actually do more for you on the other side versus when they were here and in body. So anyway, that gives me peace. That really gives me peace, and I hope that that gives you peace as well. Oh yes, I wrote my manifest. Listen, okay, Yolanda, I'm gonna inbox you, okay, because it's this whole thing you can do. It's like you draw a sun, right? I'm gonna put it out there. Hold on, this earpiece. Y'all know every episode I be fooling with this earpiece. All right, so listen, it's this whole manifestation exercise where you draw this sun. Y'all remember when we was like kids and we would draw the sun with the little sun rays and stuff, right? Well, anyway, you draw this sun and you draw the rays, right? And then in the middle, you can put something like my future babe, my boo, my husband, whatever. You can put that in the middle. And then like the little rays, you draw attributes that you would like for that person to have, how you would like to feel, how they look. Listen, be real specific. Look, I put one out there. I already put in the atmosphere. But anyway, you are funny. Don't give that up. Happy Tuesday, Miss Evans, cousin. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really, really appreciate you. Yes, absolutely. Yolanda, yes, that book, forgive me, I don't know why it's slipping my mind. Is Mercury in retrograde or something? Because I'm telling you, my brain, it been freezing. I don't know, I'll be forgetting stuff. But anyway, so what else am I releasing? What else are y'all releasing? I would say I'm not a fixer no more. I don't want to be a fixer no more. Hey, I'm just telling you, I'm choosing peace over potential and peace over proven. I'm cool. I don't want to do it no more. I'm letting that go. I would say also, as far as boundaries too, I think Mark, you actually hit on it a little bit. Listen, no people please. You gotta say no. It's okay to say no. If it don't complement your peace and quality of life, it is okay to say no, and let that be a guiltless no. You hear me? Let it be guiltless. I'm just saying. And I'll also say that at the end of the day, listen, this whole surrendering thing, I ain't gonna act like I'll be perfect at it every day. Those closest to me would even probably tell you. But I'm telling you, I'm surrendering. It's God over everything. You hear me? That's all I'm saying. Manifesting coinage. I ain't mad at you. Abundance and prosperity is a beautiful thing. So, releasing more bad habits. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. And that's one thing I know about you, Derek. You be sitting with yourself. You be sitting with yourself. And sometimes you during your journey, you have to sit with self. And sometimes that is the hardest thing to do. Now, I want to switch it up a little bit, okay? I want to switch it up a little. Okay. And then I see I got a couple people in the studio. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring a couple people on. And I don't know why this is not posting to Facebook, y'all. I don't know what StreamYard has changed. But anyway, let me go ahead and show this. So, and what's one thing that you are receiving? Is it peace, clarity, real love, maybe even a fresh start? What are y'all receiving? I'll tell you something. For me, receiving was not always something easy for me to do. You hear me? Like receiving? Mm-mm. Because I'm, a giver, a fixer, all of that, right? So what are y'all receiving? What are some things that y'all receiving this season? Okay, I'll give y'all a second. I know it's a little bit of a delay. So I'll just go ahead and start. So one thing I'm receiving, again, alignment. I am receiving alignment, y'all. Where peace is, listen, peace is reality. It ain't even a goal. Peace is reality for me. Okay. I would say, and I'm also receiving love of all, like love from everywhere that reflects God's promises. That's where I'm at. It got to be in alignment with that. What else am I receiving? Let's see. Y'all got anything in the comments yet? Trying to receive help. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see here. I would say clarity and discernment. And that's been populating a lot in my social media timelines, y'all. Well, news feeds, whatever. I always interchange the two. But like as far as clarity and discernment, y'all, especially with moves that I've been trying to make, trying to be silent about, just in all aspects of my life. You know what I'm saying? So clarity and discernment is something that I'm receiving. I'll be trying to hear. But sometimes I can't hear. So anyway, sometimes I just gotta get quiet. I would say I'm also receiving joy, rest, and purpose, right? Without striving, I'm just letting things flow. You hear me? All right. So let's see here. I see Derek has commented. I'm receiving a lot of love, light, clarity, knowledge, and support. I'm with you, brother. Me too. Me too. I got to. I got to. Yolanda says more knowledge about spirituality beyond religion. Listen, that's key. That's key. That's a whole show right there. That is a whole show. Like, yeah, because there's spirituality and it's religion. Maybe we can talk about that one day, Yolanda. Maybe we can have a little chit chat about that. But absolutely, like I'm more about spirit. Hey, I don't knock nobody's belief system or however they move. For me, it's spirituality over everything. So that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so I see I got a few of y'all in the studio. Oh. Question number 3. Let me put this out here. One more question I want to put out here. And like I said, this show is going to be kind of short and sweet. Well, that's the goal. All right, so let's see here. What would it look like if you chose yourself fully this week? How often do y'all choose yourself? Right? Life be life and people be neat and stuff. So what would it look like if you chose yourself fully this week? What would that look like? Tell me about that. All right, so I'm going to let y'all think on that for a minute. So for me, I would say if I chose myself, again, I'm going to let God set the tone for me. And I know about the God within and all that, right? I'm just saying, I'm going to let God set the tone for me this week. Not my calendars, not what people need from me, not uncertainty, because it is so much uncertainty. Is it just me? Is it just me? These times feel so uncertain. I'm telling you, I'll be waking up with butterflies and all kind of stuff lately. I don't know. That's why I'm like, is Mercury in retrograde? What we got going on? Right. Um, I will also say that I will also say what needs to be said. Because I'm one of them people like, okay, so I believe in a whole timing thing. Sometimes it's timing with saying different things or looking at different things. So, I'm going to say what needs to be said and pause when there needs to be a pause. All right. What else? What else? What else? Lee says, if I choose myself, yeah, you a mama. You a mama. Like the world do fall apart without mamas, don't it? At least your household anyway. Like if mama ain't, you know, it be falling apart. All right, so let's see here. So I got a few people in the studio. I see I got Music Man. There's Mark Lee. Look, if you want to get on for a minute and chit chat, let me know. Music Man, you want to get on for a second? Blink one for yes, two for no. All right. Hold on. So Derek says, good question. I had to answer last week. Right now, I'd be somewhere in Africa. Listen, I ain't gonna speak on it. I need to be somewhere away. Away. You hear me? I need to be away, away. See, there's an away and there's a way away. Like I'm telling you, my spirit is just. We'll get into that in a different show. But anyway, let me go ahead and bring Music Man on. Music Man, how are you?
Hey, how are you, Lisa?
I'm well. I really can't complain. I can't complain.
Good, good. Greetings. Happy Tuesday to you in the suit.
Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
Yes, yes. It's awesome. So, I was listening to everybody talk manifesting in the comments, as I'm sitting in the studio and, I'm trying to manifest, a Caucasian credit score. So I'm trying to get to that 850.
Not the
And so,
Caucasian. Not the
yes,
Caucasian. I think Cat Williams had a joke about it.
I mean, hey, I'm trying to walk on the lot and like, yeah, just give them the keys. I'm about 100 points away though. I'm getting there. Like God is good.
All the time. All the time.
Mm-hmm. And all the
Yeah,
time, God
I
is
was
good.
all the time. So I don't know. Like I've been wanting to get a new car too. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Like it just got to jump out at me at this point. It dang near just got to, I don't know, pop up in front of me and be like, hey, see, Reese, you didn't got Leah started. Yes, Rich
But
White.
she, yeah, right. She feel me. She feel me. I'm
Y'all are
getting.
something else.
I'm manifesting by the end of 2025. That 850 gonna be. I'm gonna look at the Credit Karma and Experian. I'm like, yes, sir. They gonna think I'm a different nationality.
Look, you going to walk up.
They gonna like, oh, he got a 10.
Lisa got that rich white woman. Listen, listen.
Woo, let's go. Let's go.
Hey,
Let's
hey,
get it.
it's out there anyway. Look, I didn't. It didn't been so much data breach and hacks and I don't even know. Like, yeah. Hey, listen, I do what I do, fam. Daddy kind of helped me with that a little bit. Like, that's the thing. Okay, so let me say this, right? One thing, y'all know, I'm always talking about my daddy. But one thing that Daddy did was like when I was going to college and everything, like he put, everything, paid everything in my name. So by the time I graduated, like I didn't take out no loans or nothing. Like I don't owe nothing. Like yeah, God is good.
That's awesome.
I'm just saying, like my father really set the foundation, and my mama too. I don't mean to take anything away from her. I'm just saying that by the time I graduated, like I was good. I was good. Thank God my parents didn't put no lights or nothing in my name when I was 5.
I know that's right. Yeah.
They didn't
Thank
do me
God for
like
that.
that. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yes.
And one thing,
Yeah.
if you spend half and save half, you'll always have something left. That's something that Daddy would say to me. Hey, you spend half, save
That's
half, you always have something.
and pay them people. Pay them people.
Listen, I think that's biblical. Ain't it something about paying bills or something?
I know, because you're like, oh, when I paid these taxes, I was like, oh Lord Jesus. I said, okay. I
Mm,
mean,
mm.
but no, all is well. All is well. So, at the end of the day, I'm glad that as a brother, I understand credit and move in that direction. And I got a good credit score. Yeah, I got a great credit
Absolutely.
score. So they always trying to send me stuff. I was like, nah, nah, nah. Don't be
Mm-mm,
trying to send me the credit
mm-mm.
cards.
I don't even want it. I don't
Like
even
that.
want it. I don't even want it at
I'm
all.
trying. I'm just trying to keep that score nice and tight because that also helps with jobs. It helps with of course getting the houses and cars and stuff like that. Because I was like, I want a high interest rate. I don't want to be paying double for nothing.
You know what?
But yeah,
Hey,
putting it working.
listen, Daddy Hughes. That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Shout out
And
to
that's
Daddy.
the thing. Like, I think once you have a certain, I don't know. I ain't gonna act like I'm no financial guru or whatever. I just know how to make it make sense. Like, cause
Yes,
I
absolutely.
just, I like to move a certain way. You know what I mean? Like, I want to move a certain way, and I don't want to be bogged down with too much. I like to travel light.
Yes, make it do what it do. And that's smart. Shout out to Daddy for him. Instilling and setting the tone for your life because at the end of the day, that, you can live in your soft girl area when you got things aligned. We talk
Oh,
about divine alignment.
soft girl. So Yolanda says, me too. Those taxes kicking my butt. Yeah, absolutely. You got to keep all
Woo.
that in order. Okay, so Reese, let me ask you this, and I'm going to bring you back on. I got somebody in the studio. They want to talk about this upcoming event. Okay, real quick. So let me ask you this, Reese. What is the dominant emotion sitting on your chest right now? Like, what's on your chest? What's the dominant emotion on your chest right
I mean, dominant emotion for me, it's always going to lie in gratitude. Now, I've been doing a lot of juggling of doing stuff for like Easter family.
now?
My mom was recently had her surgery, so I juggled quite a bit in my life. Literally, I just got off work, so for me, it's always gratitude because gratitude breeds blessings and it breeds joy. So it's literally the conception place of joy. And I always try to move like that. No matter what's going on, in my life, with the ebbs and flows. But yes, it's heavy on my chest. I just like look around me. The beautiful blooming of the spring in the trees and the grass and the warmer weather. So I'll just live in a place of gratitude, and that's always going to be at the forefront of my heart. And gratitude for my connections, and just being above ground. Just start with the low hanging fruit of the things that I have. I'm getting ready to make a major move because even through the ebbs of life, the flows are coming. So I'm really grateful for those things. So really, gratitude is always at the forefront, and just being better version of myself every day, challenging myself to be a really solid man, and then making sure that the connections I have, that the people look at me as a an asset, not a liability. So that's where I'm at. That's my heart posture.
Thank you so much for you just let me talk. Reese, you're supposed to be like my
I'm,
you
I didn't
didn't
know you
even
put your.
like you didn't sign. You didn't sign. I'm just up here talking. I'm up
Yeah,
here
I
looking
thought
like one of them little Asian flicks where I'm talking and ain't nothing coming out. That's how you gonna do me, Reese? Oh, okay.
no,
All right, I see.
it's not.
No, 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 it's cool. No, but I was just gonna say, hey,
That's what we do it on the line. We do it on the line.
this yeah, like one of them flicks. But anyway, I'm gonna take you off of here because I got somebody in the studio that wants to talk about this event coming up. I'm excited about it too. So stay if you can stick around for a little bit. Cool. All
Yeah,
right,
I
right
got
on.
you.
All right, right on. All right, y'all. So it's this upcoming event in Indy. Look, y'all didn't even say nothing. Y'all didn't even say nothing. Y'all just let me talk without my mic on, looking like I'm trying to audition for one of the movies. But anyway, so I want to bring somebody on that will talk about an upcoming event. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Synergy into the room. Hi, Synergy. How are you?
What's happening? Can you hear me loud
I
and
can hear
clear?
you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
All
Like Sprint, I can hear you.
right. Already.
Yes, yes, yes. So let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and share the flyer for this event so everyone can see it. Okay. So this is the upcoming event that Synergy will be talking about. It's Cafe Kumba Open Mic
Yeah.
National Poetry Month. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So tell us about this event, Synergy, and thank you so much for joining me.
Hey, thank you so much, Lisa. We've been knowing each other for a good minute,
Forever.
forever, ever, you
Forever,
know.
ever, ever.
Yeah, so Cafe Kumba is the longest running poetry open mic organization in the city and state.
Mhm.
The longest running poetry open mic organization in the city and state. And so we are 37 years strong, and we are celebrating over at Martin University our anniversary. And so we welcome our community. It started in 1988 by our community and for our community with the purpose to serve our community. And so we're going to have a great time. We're going to have a great time. It's going to be food. It's just all we ask for is a $10 donation. And like I said, it's from 5 to 9. And, uh, and yeah, and it's going to be not just at Martin University, but at the Martin University.
Absolutely.
Um, and it's going to be inside the Globe. And that Globe
Oh,
is really special. Yeah. So
okay. Okay. I love that. It's been a minute since I've attended like a open mic. I don't ever get up there. I'll get my, I'll do one of these.
you got to
Okay.
snap it up, clap it up.
Hey, let me do that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So that is this Sunday, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. This
Yeah,
Sunday, so it's foundational for our community because Cafe Kumba, let me say the heydays during the '90s was a thing. If you know
hmm
about Cafe Kumba helped set foundation for a lot of what's going on today with other poetry open mic organizations, for our people, and so we definitely, and for the whole community, we definitely encourage all to come out, no matter who you are. It's a family friendly environment, and there is room for you to get on the mic, but it's a limited time, so you better hurry up and try to sign up.
Absolutely. And that's going to be 5 to 9 p.m. on Sunday.
5 to 9. Yep.
I can't wait. I can't wait. My weekend is about to be full.
It's
Got
popping. It's popping.
90s going on. I got to open.
Yeah.
Look, oh my gosh, like I'm living in throwback, in 90s throwback.
Yeah. So you got another event going on pertaining to the '90s.
Yeah, absolutely. On Saturday, and look, okay, so Lamont Stokes,
Yep.
he is the see, Lamont. He's
Yeah.
actually having an event back to the 90s. He is bringing cut clothes.
Yeah.
You remember the group Cut Clothes?
Yeah.
I like the way.
Yeah.
Hey, I would, I
Come
ain't
on.
gonna, I need the auto tune. But
Yeah.
anyway, so bringing cut clothes, and then it was. Do you remember the group A Few Good Men?
Yeah. They from here.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
know. They gonna be in the building
It's
too. It's gonna be
gonna
everything,
be
and then look,
live.
but look, check this out though.
Yeah.
I'm listed as one of the celebrity guests. So
Say
listen,
what now?
I'm listed as one of the celebrity guests.
And she do? Yeah. Yeah. And she do.
And do
Yeah.
and am.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you,
Hey,
thank you.
you're
So
doing
Derek
a
Norris says, I miss Cafe Kumba. Rest in power to Baba James
James.
Officer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. James Officer.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dr.
Yeah.
Anike and Hughes Center. Absolutely.
Appreciate that. Hey, appreciate that, brother. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Brother James Officer, he passed away
hmm
maybe a couple of years ago, and we definitely truly miss him, his presence, and we have other elders from Cafe Kumba that passed away. Was elders, now they've gone on to be ancestors resting, and we just want to continue to honor foundational things that we have in our community in Indianapolis, Indiana. I mean, we got Cafe Kumba, we got the Indiana Black Expo, we got the Circle City Classic. We got to keep this thing growing because
Absolutely.
there's people out here that don't want to see us shine. You know what I mean? They don't want to see that authentic. I ain't talking about shining like, look at my bling bling. I'm talking about authentic,
Absolutely.
right? And bling bling's all
Absolutely.
right. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean?
Oh,
So
I know. I know. That's what I be about, like divine connections, spiritual connections, just things like that. Don't get me wrong. Material is Gucci. Don't get me wrong.
yeah. Would you mind if I did a poetry piece?
Can you? Will you?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. All right. Let's get it.
All right. This is called the culture.
Okay.
We all derive from the ones that came before, and every man has a story that can be spoke. You may find by my rhymes and from my quotes that what I meditate on show ain't a joke. Funny how I find random, take random notes. Same stranger on the mic reciting what I wrote. Copy, 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 copy all day long. Get off the stage, give the mic back to whom it belongs, to the culture. Don't let it get taken over by the wolves, by the rats, snakes, and the vultures. It's our culture. Don't let it get taken over by the wolves, by the rats, snakes, and the vultures. I got more to it, but I'm gonna leave it right there. So appreciate y'all. Y'all come on out. This is
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah,
It's
April.
going
This
down.
Sunday, April 27th. Again, happy Poetry Month. See you at Martin University Globe. Thank you so much, Lisa. You're doing an excellent job with this
Thank you
podcast.
so much.
Excellent. Mhm.
Lord willing, I will see y'all on Sunday. All right. I'm gonna be ready.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me, Synergy.
Hey, you got it. Peace and love.
Love and light. All right, boom. So you heard it here first, right? Look, y'all ain't know I write a little poetry too, right? But I ain't even gonna recite it. You feel me? I probably ain't gonna get on the mic either on Sunday. I just love poetry a lot. So anyway, let's see here. I do. Mark, do you want to come on briefly? Okay. All right. I'm gonna bring Mark Lee on briefly. We're gonna wrap it up with a true false, and we're gonna get out of here, y'all. But like I said, this episode, hey, it's just gonna be where we just vibing a little bit, okay? All right, boom. Hi, Mark Lee. Thanks so much for joining me.
How are you doing? Looking lovely as always. Glad to be here with you and everything. I see you got your social calendar going today. So I'm going to actually take a moment to give you a little bit more social calendar. So I need you to come down to North Carolina on May 11th. That's Mother's Day weekend and everything like that because I'm helping promote a show and everything like that. So it's actually May 10th, which is Mother's Day weekend. And we got a Frankie Beverly tribute world tour band. We Are the One Experience, Big Tony and Trouble Funk, and also an all-female go-go band called Belladonna, and yours truly is gonna have to wear white because it's an all-white party. So you got to get your white on
Okay.
as well. So I got to find me a white outfit and get the all-white, but that's on Mother's Day and everything like that. So if you're looking for something to do in North Carolina, that's what we got going on. My good friend Captain Newborn, who I do the Road to the Apollo with, he's the one organizing this. But it's definitely something that if you're in, we'll carry Indiana, DC, because you know DC is where Go started at. Wherever you're from, it's gonna be one big party. So come on down to the party.
I love it. I love it. Hey, white looks so good at events. I've been to a couple of white events, but I always find myself being extra, like overly cautious, like, because you be having on all white and white is going to
Yeah,
show up, but anyway. So yeah, thank you for sharing that event. Okay, Mother's Day. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Mother's
Now,
Day weekend. Grab your folks, come on down from Indiana to North Carolina. I would love to see you. You know, I'm a big fan and everything. We were talking about things that you got to do and everything. So I got to get me this white outfit. You know, the beard's getting a little gruff, so I've got to go see the barber. So one of the things I was thinking about that I don't do enough of, because you're talking about things that we got to do better, is pampering ourselves and all along those lines. So I got to go to the barber, pamper myself, and even sometimes. Because just like you, I can sometimes be an overworkaholic, whether it's with the grading company, whether it's with the podcasting company, whether it's with the cultural center that I work at. And by the way, I love that poet because one of our poets, they just did a brunch this past Saturday because they usually do a competition at the Hayti Center, but they actually did it as a brunch competition. And they've been around for a while. I think the Jambalaya Poetry Slam has been going on for about 25 years because the Hayti is celebrating its 50th anniversary this August. So we're actually organizing that event as well and everything. But yeah, I've decided one of the things I've got to do a better job of is taking some time for myself, whether that's pampering myself, whether that's having pampering person in the life, which don't have that at the moment, but or whether that's just kind of like savoring some good times and some relaxing time. Even that's just going out on a hike and a quiet time out in the park and actually doing some things to pamper yourself. So that's something I got to do better at.
absolutely, absolutely, and thank you so much for sharing that. That's the truth. We do got it. We do have to be more intentional, and take the steps to do that. That is so important, right? Because that's part of our quality of life,
Right.
right? And we should be living. We should be living.
Oh yeah.
I see you,
No
Derek
doubt.
Norris. Going to speak some. Listen, I got some. I got some. I do write poetry. Well, I have. So now I ain't gonna spend nothing tonight. I might get on the mic on Sunday. I guess you just gonna come up there and see what I do. If I do, since it's open mic. Well, anyway, so that says, hey, Mark.
Hey there, Derek. Glad to see Derek. And I don't really do poetry, but I have dabbled in some acting and some prose. And actually, on one of the shows that we do on Pod TV, it's called Que Pasa Mujer. It's a celebration of the Latin American culture and all along those lines. And Maddie Garcia is a poet from Virginia, and she challenged everybody, including their producer, which is me, to do a poem. So I had to write a poem, did write a poem, and somewhere out there, if you go back about a month or two, you'll see me attempting to spit some form of poetry. So I've attempted it at least once or twice, but I do not call myself a poet or a spoken word artist, but I did give it a shot.
That's a beautiful. Hey, at least you tried it. Just do your best. Just do your
Exactly.
best. All right, Mark. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and take you over here for a little bit. I'm gonna do a
No
couple
problem.
true false questions, wrap it up, and get out of here. Okay. So thank you so much. I appreciate the love. I appreciate you so much, Mark. Thank you
Hey,
so much.
You know, I appreciate you. You're one of the ones that I have a great deal of admiration for. So you definitely are a beautiful spirit and a beautiful woman. So, you know, I got a semi crush on you, but we won't talk about that.
So what you say? That's another show.
Exactly.
Thank you, Mark.
No problem.
Okay, boom. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all feedback and just everything, y'all. Now, this is one thing that I want to ask y'all as well. Something, are you thinking about this? Let me take the little number off of there because we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to do a couple true false, not like our normal night, but this is what I want to know. Are you protecting your peace or are you procrastinating your growth? What y'all doing? Right? Lee says, shout out to Mark and his crush. Hilarious. Let's see here. I got a white suit and my birthday is May 9th. That's right. Your birthday is May 9th, Music Man. It sure is. It sure is. Hi, Malik. How are you? Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate you. We just kind of reflecting, you know, just kind of vibing a little bit, right? Just talking about what's on our heart. Look, you know I'm a Cancer. Oh, you a Cancer too. So you know we good about talking about stuff that's on our heart. All right, y'all. So this is what I want to do. I'm gonna move this forward because we're gonna get out here a little early tonight. We'll see. You know, I always say that. I always be like, nah. I was talking to somebody earlier. I was like, yeah, this show only gonna be, you know, such and such. And it's like every time you say that, it'd be an hour. But anyway, so let me ask y'all this. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick true false, okay? So let's see here. First question, okay? I'm gonna put it in the chat and then I'm going to bring this on. And forgive me, Reese, you're gonna have to talk to Verizon because they tripping today. All right, so true or false? If they wanted to, they would. Is that true or is that false? What y'all saying? What y'all thinking? True or false? If they wanted to, they would. You know, I've been seeing that quite a bit in my timeline too. All right. So I know there's a little bit of a delay. All right. True or false? If they wanted to, they would. Let's see here. Okay. Somebody said true. Getting text messages. All right, so Lee Bennett says, so Nichelle says true. Lee Bennett says true, definitely true, right? All right, and the answer is absolutely true. The resource is the book Attached by Amir Levine. Intent is visible. Consistency is love in action, right? Okay, all right. I'm going to do another question, y'all. Let's see here. I want to do, like, I'm just trying to do a couple. I have more than enough, but let's see here. Okay, look at this one, y'all. What y'all think about this one? Let me take you off of here. Outstanding show. Thank you tremendously for the invite. Looking forward to seeing you all at Cafe Kumba Open Mic 37th year anniversary celebration. Absolutely, absolutely. Actions, actions, yes, absolutely. Actions speak very loud. Some true, some people are hesitant. That's true. I mean, you know what? And you can never say all for anything. Okay. Sometimes you cannot say all for everything. All right, what y'all think about this one? All right, I'll bring this one on. So staying in a relationship out of loyalty, despite a lack of alignment, is a form of emotional maturity or maturity, however y'all want to say that. Which I think is true or false. Staying in a relationship out of loyalty, despite a lack of alignment, is a form of emotional maturity. Which I think. What y'all think? These questions. I know it's that slight delay. So what y'all think? What y'all thinking? Y'all look silent. I mean, I know that is a little tricky, right? I'm gonna go ahead and give that answer for the sake of time. So it's saying false. Okay, so this answer is false. Loyalty without alignment leads to resentment. Emotional maturity means recognizing when a relationship has reached its limit and not staying because of shared history. You can honor someone's role in your life and choose peace over prolonged dysfunction. Hey, I can see that. I can see that. Okay. Let's see here. I see what y'all saying. So, Okay, Synergy says, I think it's true. Suffrage. Oh, okay, Malik, I see you. Emotional immaturity. Life is too short. Absolutely. Look, and who got time to be living lies? Ain't nobody. I ain't gonna live no lies. Ain't no sense of living no lies. Right? If it ain't in alignment, it ain't in alignment. It's over. I don't agree unless you're really working on getting in alignment with each other. And again, it's a case by case. It's a case by case, right? So good stuff. Good stuff. I'll do one more question and then I'm going to get out of here, y'all. Y'all know how I be on a Tuesday. All right, let's see here. Trying to find a good one. Oh, okay. Let me put this in here. Let me make sure that that it is going to. So this is another true or false. Okay. True or false? I'm gonna show this one too. Okay. I don't know why my internet's moving so slow. Okay. True or false? Sometimes your soulmate is the one who triggers your deepest healing, not your happiest moments. True or false? Sometimes your soulmate is the one who triggers your deepest healing, not your happiest moments. Is that true or is that false? What y'all thinking? They ready to watch it. Listen, I'm about to get them out here. I'm about to get them out of here, Yolanda. Listen, because look, I'm ready to eat. I ain't gonna lie, I'm ready to eat. Y'all know how I be on a Tuesday. Yolanda says true. Okay, all right. Let me see here. I see my little text messages. True. Okay, I got it. True. What y'all think? What y'all think in the studio? True or false? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and answer this for the sake of time. Look, I know y'all trying to watch it. It's all good. Malik says true. Okay, and the answer is true. Why? A soulmate doesn't always mean a smooth ride. Okay, sometimes it means deep soul um, exploration, which is true. Sometimes a soulmate really can do that. It causes you to go deep. Sit with yourself. Real love often reveals the wounds that need attention. Not like not just the dreams that feel good. The question is, are they safe enough to walk through the healing with you? Ooh. Ooh. All right, y'all. So anyway, thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. Y'all know I appreciate y'all so much. Yeah, so look, tonight just reminds me why I love y'all so much. I love the support. I love the laughter. I love the stories y'all share, the knowledge, the wisdom, all of that. I will forever love y'all for that. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me tonight. Shout out to all of you for all of your participation. Oh, okay. I see these other comments in the studio. All right. And of course, y'all know before I get out of here, I have to say my spiel. I got to give my thank yous and all that. Okay. So listen, if you are not liking, subscribing across all platforms, y'all, look, you want to follow me as Relationship Soup LLC. You need some greeting cards. There's one right there. Hey, it's a lot of stuff coming up. It's about to be summer. Okay. Soon. Okay. But anyway, go to relationshipsoup.com for your greeting card needs. Please make sure that you are joining the forum at Relationship Soup Group. Come and join us, right? Follow, subscribe on YouTube, y'all. Let's get them subscriptions up. All right. All right. So, and it's Relationship Soup, period. I want to give a shout out to everybody who took time out to join me today. Everybody in the studio. I really appreciate you. Synergy, thank you so much for sharing your event. Music Man, Mark Lee. I want to give a shout out to my mama. I know she listening. She was like, yeah, you would. Even last week, she was like, you're not going on this week. I'm back, mama. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to give a shout out to Lyric, the Grishams. Thank you so much, cousins. I appreciate y'all and Aunt Anna, y'all. So listen, y'all. Y'all know before I end, I always try to give some words of wisdom. Let me make sure that I'm not missing no comments because you know I do try to bring y'all comments on. Yes, greeting cards. Maybe I can bring some to the event on Sunday. Maybe I can bring some to the event. Yes, absolutely. Nikki Bonner, what's the science? We was just reflecting today, sis. That's all we was doing. Nothing too heavy. We was just vibing and reflecting today. But anyway, so y'all look, make sure that you join me next episode. I really appreciate you all. And just remember, y'all, of course you always gotta love yourself. You always gotta love yourself, right? And just also remember that your heart is not a rehab center. It's a temple. You hear me? So anyway, make sure that you liking, subscribing, sharing this across all platforms. Thank y'all all so much. I love you now and forever. And until we meet next time, peace.